everybody. We're running out of water, and we're in the mountains, so it storms a lot. At least in August and July it does. So we're actually getting prepared here to collect some water so that we don't have to rely on finding a water source, whether that's a water fountain or a creek or anything like that, or a store to go buy water in. So what we've found here is, we actually figured this out on a backpacking trip. We found that you can collect an awful lot of water using a tarp. And if you can find a natural indentation, like a little ditch or just like a little scoop in the land, that will save you a lot of work. So we put our tarp, Gumby put our tarp, in this little ditch, and we happened to find 2 pieces of firewood to just kind of be the bookends here to hold it down. And we're hoping to fill this cradle up with water. We've done this also on fairly flat land, and just find something to kind of make a barrier to catch it, just like a little swimming pool. And something else, if you don't have a tarp, it's not as much water, but any sort of containers you have, if you feel like there's a storm coming, put them out. It might result in slightly gravel-filled or dust-filled water, but what we normally do is I've got like a net bag. It's a real fine mesh. It's actually something I bought a long time ago that is like for making nut milk or something like that. So it's got a real fine mesh, and I just, pour the rainwater through it. Maybe I do that 2 or 3 times, and we bottle it, and it's great. Cloud juice is what we call it, and that way we are not relying on having to go into town, having to find some sort of public water fountain. We're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic here in 2020, and a lot of water fountains are closed because they don't want people getting all diseases or whatever. So we're hoping that we can collect enough water so we don't have to drive somewhere and try to find a place to fill up our bottles. Gumby, you got anything else you want to add?
Well, I really love this practice for the freedom it gives us, because like Teresa was saying, we don't have to worry about like getting to a town or even like a water source. The rain just comes to us, and we're smart enough to take advantage of that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. We can have confidence that this is good water, filtered from the clouds themselves, manna from heaven. We don't have to worry about boiling it or anything like we might if we got it out of a creek. And yeah, it's just when the pandemic first broke out, of course, we're living out of our van, so it was kind of hard for us to shelter in place. So we went out to the country, and pretty much this was exclusively our way to get water. Just wait for the rain and take advantage of it. And we had 2 tarps then. Just get every bit of rain we could and collect it. And that kept us going for, I'd say, a couple months, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's all I got to say. Like, yeah, take advantage of that rain any chance you get.